Y'all doing okay? Yeah. Was that too fast? Did I say that too fast? Stuttgart, y'all doing okay?
Y'all okay, yes.
I'm glad to hear, I'm glad to hear. The last time I was here, this summer, in 2023, I performed coming out of that corner, and it was one of the best experiences that I ever had a chance to partake in. Thank y'all, simply put. And my mother, God rest her soul, she passed away 3 years ago. She taught me, at least in the U.S., in South Florida, we take our hat off to people that we respect and that we appreciate. So I'm taking my hat off to you all because I respect you all and I appreciate you taking the time to just listen to us in this poetry and spoken word show. Woo! We each will end up doing at least a poem for you all, and depending on the field, we'll come back and do a poem thereafter. So if you all can just bear with just a few minutes or so from each one of us, trust me, it'll be worth your while. We appreciate you. So with that being said, I'm going to kick off with an opening poem for you all. It is called Going Back in 60 Seconds. And it's the simple way I can actually explain this to you all is we all have a story, and this is a crucial part of my story. And just like that, I was right back where it all started. On the corner of 35th Avenue and 19th Street in Westwood Park, living back at my late grandmother Hattie's house. Sitting in the very same tough place that taught me how to persevere through anything, showing me how putting in years of hard work, it could truly pay off. But equally the same place that taught me how in a blink of an eye you can lose it all, facing 24 of the darkest hours I've arguably had to face alive. Just after losing it all, I remember like it was just yesterday. It was in the late summer of 2002 when I was less than 24 hours removed from a much different lifestyle than the one I was accustomed to growing up in the Fort Lauderdale city limits of Broward County, where the day-to-day wake-up calls and reminders for me were having to listen to the police sirens, race bound their way to save somebody, on their way to investigate another lifeless body unsurprisingly discarded in my beautiful coastline city by somebody who was finally replaced by the sweet sounds of the birds chirping outside of my windowsill as my new alarm clock ringing off in the early mornings, warning me that it was time to rise and shine and get it together because see, Coach Herb Edwards, he did not allow his players to be late for practice. You see, even the slightest bit of tardy seconds can get you heavy fines snatched out of your check in addition to the hundreds of Washingtons lost out of my check. Lord knows I didn't want any of that. I remember those good old days when I used to be a Chicago Bear and a New York Jet. Where the more problems due to the more money lifestyle that the notorious Big, he so artistically spoke about in that Life After Death album were much more preferred than the latter. Stressing like an honorable soldier who mistakenly dishonorably discharged after serving his and or her country for so many years in battle. I sacrificed over 15 years of my life just so my family could have a better life by successfully making it out of my neighborhood confines alive and accepted that full scholarship ride to become a mighty griffin of the Missouri Western State College and University. A 5-year investment that ultimately catapulted me into a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that less than 1% of all humanity would ever have an opportunity of experiencing in their lifetime. To be so easily shipped back to my hometown like a FedEx package that was sent to the wrong address in the first place. All because of a mistake that started from a misunderstanding between Chad Pennington and I. It had to be a mistake. They had me sitting in my late grandmother Hattie's living room like a real Tom Hanks castaway, on the verge of being broken to the point where hopes don't have a chance of being rescued from misery's company, praying on someone or somebody to please save me. Just like the NBA did for Derrick Rose when they described in their powerful Powerade commercial with that powerful Tupac narration playing in the background that described everybody in this room at Stuttgart, that we are all just a kid from somewhere, who in one way or another discovered that Winston Churchill was absolutely right when he said that success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage that counts to keep going. Come on, all right. Like when Michael Jordan, he was cut from his team when he was 16, but he kept going. Or when Oprah Winfrey, she was told by so many people she would never make it in TV, but she kept going. Or what about this incredible story about this Fort Lauderdale kid I know whose incredible run with a football, a pigskin? It came to an abrupt, painful end. It's amazing what happened to him when he chose to pick that pen and pad up and he put that pain down in that poetry. Regardless how adversity corners your life story, you never give up on the rest of your life. You keep going and you watch what happens when you keep going. Stuttgart, make some noise. Let's keep going.